Thank you for joining me again. So, Sunday ritual. What is your Sunday ritual? Monday ritual, Tuesday ritual. I say Sunday because it is generally the start of the week. What what is your Sunday ritual? How does it look for you currently in your situation? How do you formulate the day? Is there a ritual? Is there not? Yeah, I think there is. And the reason why I say that, even whether or not it is orchestrated or it is just the same type of behavior that continues each Sunday, each Monday, you will have to be running after the kids, telling them to do XYZ. Or that child is going to be up and ready and bouncy, and you have the other two determining who is going to be brushing the teeth in one bathroom or standing on the toilet. Whatever the ritual is, there is a ritual. Whether or not you realize there is a ritual, there is. So what I'm proposing during this conversation, I'm going to give you my 5 steps process of a Sunday ritual. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, check the link in the bio. It is not only a guide, but it provides some outline. So in the description, click on, it's a free workbook. It just gives you a starting point. So in this video, I want to talk about the Sunday integrated ritual, because you can have a ritual whether or not it is integrated, cohesive, working towards your estimated goal, intentional thinking is another thing. So the first thing I would like for you to think about is what day. It could be Sunday, it could be Saturday, it could be Friday, of you forecasting, foreshadowing, pre-planning, preparing your next week. Because to have an integrated life, it needs to be intentional. Intentional integration, right? So I want you to think about, on a Sunday, we are working with Sunday, it could be whatever day you choose, but it must be a specific dedicated time for you to sit and be intentional about what you're wanting to accomplish and see in the next week. So we are doing Sunday. I want you to set aside at least 15 minutes to reorganize your space, whether or not it's in a space like this. My seat, it has a footrest, or it's in a corner someplace with some pillows, or it's at the kitchen table, or standing at the island, sitting on the floor, sitting in your closet, sitting on the toilet, wherever it is. You can print off the Integrated Life worksheet, or you can use the book, paper, something that you can physically see what it is you're organizing for the week. And I want you to take 15 minutes. And the reason why I want you to create a space is that to create organization, to create flow, to create integration, intentional living, you need to cultivate an environment of calm. You cannot function in chaos and then expect calm. So to get there first, you need to situate your environment. First thing, 15 minutes. Set a timer. You can go 15 minutes. How long will it take for you to do that? Just organize your space. It may take you 5 minutes or 10 minutes. Do that. Second thing, I want you to implement the use of a calendar, whether or not it's on your phone or a desktop. In Walmart, they may sell it for $3, a big calendar. Back in the day, I used to use a big calendar that have enough space for me to write all of the things that coming up throughout the entire month, but on a week-to-week basis. what bills are due, what kids activity, what doctor's appointment, if there's any function, any travel. It was all written from the first of the month to the end of the month, and it was there. So get your calendar, and I want you with your calendar to see what is coming up this week. What is my responsibility to do? What can I outsource? And then after you get your calendar and know what's taking place, the third thing is to, again, previous video, I talk about your village. Communication. Contact your village people, whoever is going to be essential in this upcoming week, to say, okay, well, we have basketball, we have a little function at the school, we have a late day at work, so would you be able to pick the kids up? Would you be able to come and stay with the kids? Whatever your space will need filling, you're now going to identify your village. So on Sundays is when you're going to call up the troops, whether or not you're calling, texting, whether or not it's a group text. What I would encourage is for your village to create a group text, whether or not it's on Messenger, WhatsApp, Instagram, whatever the thread is. Just create where everyone who is a part of your village is in this group. And you say, okay, Sarah, Monday, you're going to get Billy from basketball. Mary, you're going to get Susie from cheer. And Bill, would you be able to pick up the grocery? And this also is with the children. Kids, you have this, this, and this. Sarah is going to pick you up. Bill is going to do this. And if your husband is working where they come home, then you say, oh, well, dear, remember you have this to do. The door handle need fixing and all of that. That is, rounding up the troop, your village. And after you do that, it is essential that you get a yes, I can do it, or I may not be able to do it. So you now know, okay, I'm going to my second team, right? My first team is who is my substitute. So okay, is this gonna be having a substitute, or will I then need to shift my work schedule to accommodate the need? After you round up your troop, check on your village, get your yes, then the fourth thing is seeing where's the capacity. Check in. Do I have any white space? And if there's white space, you think, okay, where can I move something? Because the thing is, throughout your week, you want to have some level of breathing room. Every hour on the hour does not need to be filled. I know productivity, you need to be churning. No, sometimes you need to just take a seat someplace and sit down. And therefore, once you go through everything and you know who your people are, will be doing things, look at your week and say, okay, where is the white space? Where is the vacant spot? Where there's no activity, the food is batch prep, and I'll talk about that if you all want some tips. And I don't have any meetings. I don't have any homework. I'm taking work home to do, and there's a space. Am I going for a walk just to free my mind? Am I going to do some stretching? Am I just going to sit and breathe and have, if you drink coffee, have your tea, have your matcha, have your water, or just be free space. And if there isn't any space, look and see where you can move something, because it is essential to know where your capacity is and what you're responsible for and what you can move. Try to move something, reduce something, shift to allow yourself some breathing room. Because one thing you want to do is to make sure that the space you're filling is necessary to be filled. Some weeks you may not have the capacity or the space to move anything. Your capacity is this, your responsibility is this, and it's just a wash. You just know, okay, this is going to be a full week. This is going to be a full day, full week, and I'll just have to reset. But you need to know that. So going into the week, you're mentally prepared. You need to go to your bed X amount of more hours. You need to do some exercise, some stretching, some breathing, whatever to fortify your body. Because remember, you're the house manager, but you're also the strategic planner for your house. The man is the head. I believe that. But the woman is the neck. See, the head don't go nowhere, the neck don't allow it to go. Right? So we are assisting the head to make the entire body flow well. So if you're a husband, work outside the house and then come home every day, so he has his part. But as women, because we carry this mental load that is just always there, we have to have strategic plan in place to make sure that we don't again feel overwhelmed. And if you pre-plan the week, you look at what you're walking into, you are setting yourself up for a successful week. However success look for you, success to you may not be success for me, and vice versa. So whatever success looks, how it looks for you is how it looks for you. And then the fifth stage is not always talked about with, the to-do list and all. I'm not talking about productivity. I'm not talking about checking off the list. I am saying this fifth step is essential to the whole construct reimagining of your integrated life. Is that you are going to look and say, what is one project, one goal, one thing that if I hit it, complete it this week, it will move this process forward into the direction I want it to go. This one thing will help me to move in this direction. We are not talking about balance and calculating if we can do it all. We are not talking about, trying to be all things and doing it all on our own. We are talking about, because we are shifting from that to now a more integrated approach. What is one thing that I can do this week that will help me along this? It may not be a grand thing, because most things that are grand start small. So you want to look and see, is this something that, okay, I need to make sure that the children know what their roles are in this. And if I can make sure that we're starting on Sunday, so by Saturday, everyone is fully informed, aware, and we're going to implement it. And when the next Sunday comes, we can say, okay, on retrospect, looking back, I can see that that was accomplished. So I'm building. It's brick on brick, layer on layer. We're building the system. So once you identify what is one goal or thing you want to accomplish in that particular week, then you move forward until the next week, because you're layering it. And once you do that, you can move into the next phase of saying, okay, I've accomplished that, so next week I'm gonna add something else, especially in the fifth phase, because the fifth phase is not maintenance. That is an active thing, right? That is a moving active thing. We're not talking about, okay, I'm gonna answer the emails, I'm gonna make sure that the water bottles are filled, the house is clean, and all. That is maintenance. We are talking about progression into integration, where once I have this done, I will be moving from just rat wheel into more systematized way of being. And the rest, I want you to do this every week until it becomes so ingrained in you where you don't necessarily need to sit down and do it. You could be walking and you are formulating the whole thing, and okay, this is regimental now. And the reason why I encourage you to do that is because when I start, I've always been the type of systematic person, so it comes easy to me. I am talking more to the individual who it may not be as easy to be systematic, and a regimental way in the beginning give way to flow, give way to soft mothering, give way to, I am slow, I'm easy, I'm just gonna chill, because your system is in place. You talk to any advisor of big corporation or strategic planning or anything, they're gonna talk about their system. You have to have a system in order to have thriving success. Whether or not it's a written system or you have been doing it so long that it has become normalized, there's still a system in place. I am just showing you my system. And my system is the integrated way, where I am not trying to do everything at once. I am integrating my community with what I need to do. I am utilizing my calendar and realizing, okay, my calendar meets with the people who's going to support me with this, and it helps the system move along. Everyone know their role, and we're moving. So the Sunday ritual: comment, like, subscribe, share your comments, and let's keep this going. So this is what I want you to do. If you didn't yet, click the link in the description to get the free workbook guide. It talks about the Sunday ritual, and you go ahead and use it. You can reprint it. So each week you have something, date it. I'm a big believer in put in the date, the time, timestamp it. So when you go back 3 months from now, you can see, okay, I started here and I have now a flow. This is my deepest desire, is to see women mothers be architect of their household, that they are not whimpering or overwhelmed. They are just radiant in all aspects. It is doable. You do not need to feel overwhelmed and bothered by the fact that everything is up to you. It's up to you to put people in the places that they need to do. What they need to do, where they need to be, and things like that. Orchestrate your life in such a way where it makes you just smile and just say, girl, you're doing your thing. And I'm like, yeah, girl, I'm doing my thing. I'm the integrated life girl. Don't you know? Come on over here. So, Sunday ritual. Check the link in the description and let's do it. So, until next time, I'm Carisha, the integrated girly, trying to help us all along. Enjoy. See you next time.